So for my final assignment, I decided to use this program called Blender. So we're just gonna go through a couple of things I did to get to my final flower. The first thing you need to do is go to object mode and you're going to add a mesh. I like to work with, I like to work with a sphere just because it lends itself to the best sculpting. So after an object mode, you're going to go here and go to sculpt mode. I prefer to use the snake hook tool because it allows you to um, drag out the object and shape it how you want. But you need to make sure that click the dynamic topology and subdivide constantly with constant detail so that you're able to create these nice continued lines. Um, and then after that, I like to go in with the smooth tool and just smooth it down a little bit so you don't see as much geometry on the sphere, but that does reduce um, the surface area, so you can go through and beef that back up with one of the other tools like the clay strips or the inflation tool. Those were the ones that I liked to use the most. You just gotta kind of circle it around until you get what you want. Um, but then after that, we're going to go back into object mode and you can see this is my bone structure. That's how I was able to um, get my flower to be in the position that it is here. So because of this bone structure, it's called a meta rig, I was able to pose him. And then after that, I was able to paint him with this file here using the texture paint mode. Um, Whenever you do that, as you can see on the left, he's what you'd call unwrapped. So you have to there's a specific way to just automatically do it, but I forget how. I'm sorry. Uh, it's just a couple of clicks. Wasn't really that difficult, but the problem with the texture paint mode is that it's hard to control. Like, see this purple blob on the back of his neck? I could not figure out how to remove that, and there's some green splotches in his face that I also could not figure out how to remove. So whenever I decided I was going to export him, I used this wavefront, which exports him as an object, and I was able to paint him in Photoshop. And that's about really all I did. I like this program. I think that it has a lot of power, and I only used a very small portion of the power that it can hold. So I will definitely be working with this program some more. Thank you.